Hello, thank you very much for joining me for this session. My name is Fahad Gulzar and I'm an Agile certified practitioner through the Project Management Institute. I'm also an Agile consultant giving advice on how to execute Agile practices and techniques in your project management environment. So what I've done is that I've created this session for all you project managers that want to understand what Agile is all about. So this particular session is labeled Agile Fundamentals for Project Managers. So I'll begin by initially talking a little bit about how Agile came about. Then I'll speak about the values, the Agile values, which are part of the Agile Manifesto. Then I'll speak about the principles, so the 12 principles that are a part of the Agile Manifesto. And then I'm going to speak about the different methodologies to implement Agile in your environment. The Agile Manifesto is described by 4 values and defined by 12 principles. So those 4 values and principles will give you a really good idea of what Agile is all about and why it came into existence. So first of all, if we look at the 4 values, the first value is individuals and interactions over process and tools. So this is very important in showing you the collaborative nature of Agile. The next value is working software over comprehensive documentation. So at the end of the day, what's very important is something that's working, a product that's actually usable. The third value is customer collaboration over contract negotiation, once again emphasizing the need to collaborate with all the key stakeholders. The last value is responding to change over following a plan. And this goes to show you the flexibility nature in Agile versus the traditional approach. Now, I'm going to speak a little bit about the 12 defined principles of Agile. Now, starting with the first principle, customer satisfaction by early and continuous delivery of valuable software. The second principle, welcome changing requirements even in late development. The third principle, working software is delivered frequently. The fourth, close daily cooperation between business people and developers. 5, projects are built around motivated individuals who should be trusted. 6, face-to-face conversation is the best form of communication. 7, working software is the principal measure of progress. 8, sustainable development, able to maintain a constant pace. 9, continuous attention to technical excellence and good design. 10, simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done. This is essential. Best architecture requirements and design emerge from self-organizing teams. That's principle number 11. And principle number 12 is regularly the team reflects on how to become more effective and adjust accordingly. Now, I'd like to discuss a little bit about how traditional project management differs from Agile. Now, in the traditional approach, you have an initiation phase, a planning phase, you have an execution phase, and you have a monitoring and controlling phase, and then you also have a completion phase. The interesting thing about Agile is that it's a very iterative process. And what happens is that you actually pass through these 5 phases numerous times before you complete the full product. But as you pass through each one of these iterations, you produce a working product. So that's very important to understand. And that's one of the key items I want to mention about Agile is that it's an iterative process. Now, let's have a look at the methodologies that can help you implement Agile. So if we focus on the most common Agile methodologies, we have Scrum, we have Kanban, we have XP, and we have Lean. So all these different types of Agile methodologies actually help you implement Agile. Now, one of the key things that I do want to emphasize about Agile in general, Agile project management, Agile development, is the fact that Agile regularly receives, in an Agile approach, you regularly receive feedback so that you can go and improve yourself throughout the project cycle, as opposed to waiting till the end and having a lessons learned and then implementing it in the next project. With Agile, feedback is very common, and feedback from your key stakeholders is very common, and that allows you to adjust your behavior throughout the project lifecycle. For all of you project managers, one thing that's very important to understand is that it's not about doing Agile, it's about being Agile. Agile is a methodology. It's not a set of steps that you follow and then you become Agile. Agile is something that you're always trying to be in your project. And lastly, I'd like to discuss just quickly the key benefit to implementing an Agile project management approach. And that, dear audience, is the fact that you will have a more satisfied stakeholder. Thank you very much for watching this session. Once again, this session was an introductory session. It was Agile Fundamentals for Project Managers. And I hope you join me in the next session as we'll discuss some of these topics that I mentioned today in more and more detail. Thank you very much. Once again, that's Fahd Gulzar, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.